Hello and welcome back to our survival let's play on No Man's Land. I'm going to start just by showing you we've done a little bit of terrain editing and more painting just to put these sort of, I'd say, paths into it. We've done as much as we can there, some around the edges, although I like it because it shows just sort of, it looks a bit older and shows where the grass is coming in. Because of the way you train at it, you can't actually get inside to do it. So you're basically looking from out here and sort of guessing. And when you hit the obstacles, it won't sort of do what it needs to do. It won't paint. And even if you're standing here, the camera doesn't come low enough to let you work in here basically. So everything I've did out there in here, sorry, has been from out here and just sort of working around as best I can. You'll see that I've put sort of paths in here as well. I'll show you from up the top. I think it just looks a bit better, doesn't it? The farm looks mega different. I know from what I'll probably end up doing for the last episode, I'll probably show what it looked like when we first started compared to what it's going to look like at the end. Because I mean, there's still tons more changes to go on here. I'd be like I said previously, I'd be surprised if we even halfway through yet, or if we sort of at the halfway point now. The first thing we're going to do though, now we've looked at that. Oh, I've had a bit of a tidy up as well. I've put it's all of our sort of grass work plus that stump grinder. That's in there. There's still a couple of little bits to go in. I'm not messing about with that, trying to get that in there because I don't think it will. And that header definitely won't. Although the combine might. In fact, the windrow might if I use it to drive through. But I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. The very first thing we're going to do is we're going to get in the Fiat. I've just emptied all the oats, but I've noticed just before we come in, I was just sort of looking where we're at with our different productions. We've run out of canola, so we need to go and do that. Maple syrup. We've got quite a lot, haven't we? Right. $9,644. We need to get that up because that oil, when it actually comes about to the best sell price, which I think is in November, from what I remember. I'm sure we looked at it last episode. It might be in the one before. And the best price was in November. We'll make some good money out of that, like really, really good money. I can't remember what I planted in them fields. Did I put soybean in again, didn't I? Yeah, soybean. So I think those other two fields might have to be canola fields then. One's definitely going to be a canola field. I was thinking about doing barley or wheat, wasn't I? Because I was looking at getting a production up and running for the flour. Had to start getting flour, and then obviously bread. And we have got a decent amount of barley at the minute, but I do use it for the chickens. So I think one canola and one barley field might be in order. Get that emptied. After doing that terrain editing, you can see we've gone down a bit. We're at 28,825. I think we were on about 36 grand, weren't we? Maybe at the beginning of the last episode. If I haven't already said, we finished the last episode. We've done a little bit of tidying up. We're in the same, although it's the next real life day, we're in the same in-game day. I just thought, while we've still got plenty of light left, it's August, it's only 2:15, we'll get at least a couple of jobs done, even if times 3. What I'll do, I'm just going to get down there, hooked up to whatever equipment we're going to be using, and we'll come back. We're back down. What I think we're going to do, we're going to have a look, see how much it's going to cost to repair this, because I didn't realise just how low it was. 2,823. We shall do that. I wonder, you must have to take it to the actual store to do the painting, dear. I mean, I'm not bothered about the painting at all. I think the job that we're going to do first is get the canola in the ground. Oh, brilliant. There's loads of seed left. I was worried there wasn't going to be very much. Looks like this planter could do with repairing as well. That's knocked us right back down, hasn't it? We do need to get that field baled. I'm not massively bothered about getting that field turned around today. If we do have enough light left, which I'm not convinced we're going to, then we'll try to do that, but getting the canola in the ground is paramount, really. Because we need to get it rolled as well, obviously, because if we don't roll it, then we'll hit the first growth stage. If we're going to put barley back in that field, in the middle there, then I'm sure barley's only 4 months or 5 months, isn't it? It doesn't take long. Whereas is canola more like 8 months? I mean, this is basically what we're running off now. I can't remember when the last time we just sold crop was, when we didn't put it through production. It must have been a good while ago, because we've been doing them soy and oat drinks, not the soy drinks for that long, but we've been doing the oat drinks for ages. We've been doing the canola oil for a good while as well. And what's the other one? Ah, the barley we've just kept and used for the chickens. So yeah, it's been a good chunk of time, I think. I would like to get some sort of root crop in, but I just don't think we've got the equipment to be able to deal with it. I mean, maybe if we put it in field 1, our smallest field, that might be an option, and then see what really cheap equipment there is. I know there's a really cheap harvester, but you still need to remove the tops, don't you? And you still need a planter as well, which at the minute we don't have. We only have the seeder. So I don't know. I haven't done sorghum for a while either. I think we did sorghum quite a lot at the beginning of the game, didn't we? Because that is just a 4-month crop. So I remember doing that sort of quite a lot just to get us going. I could actually as well, if we've got time, instead of doing anything with that field, that the field with the swaths in it, instead of even thinking about doing anything like that today, I could seed this, roll it, and then put our second application of manure on it. That could be something we could do. Anyway, I don't know what's made us think of this, but I think this episode will probably be Friday night's episode, and that will have finished a working week's worth of No Man's Land. I think we should have released, hopefully we should have released 5 episodes back to back each night. So if we have got that out, if we have got all 5 out, I'll be really pleased, and I hope you've sort of enjoyed that as well. Instead of, because what we normally do is we'll do 2 No Man's Land, we'll do 2 Calmston, and it's just rinse and repeat. But I thought, because YouTube's playing ball a bit more at the minute, by actually processing the videos in probably 24 hours, sometimes less, and to be honest, if I'm honest, I'm probably enjoying No Man's Land more than what I'm enjoying Calmston at the minute, because I can see the end of Calmston. We're going to make, on Calmston, we're going to make an absolute fortune very soon. And I know we are, and I can already see that. I can't see any such thing on No Man's Land. We're still so far behind that. That's brilliant. So I probably unconsciously recorded more on No Man's Land, which meant we had a few videos stacked up on YouTube, and I thought, why not just put them out? Why wait and just keep them held and go with the 2 sort of 2 on 2 off, when we might as well just get them all released and get up to date, because sometimes it's hard as well when, if I've recorded quite a lot, it's hard for me to sort of remember where we at, and especially when I'm talking to yourselves, whether it be on Twitter or in the comments, it's just difficult to remember. And sometimes, so in the comments, people will ask us things, the episode will go out and people will ask us things about the episode, and I look at the episode and I'm like, I literally have no idea what that person's talking about, because I might have recorded that sort of over a week ago, and I've recorded maybe 3 or 4 more episodes since then, and so I have to go back and just sort of remind myself what that person might be referencing. So I just thought, yeah, let's get them out. I know I've definitely got 4 out, because I've got 4 already on. Hopefully I should have this one. It's Tuesday now. What is it? Tuesday the 9th of May. So I'm hoping this will be uploaded and processed by Friday. But yeah, I absolutely adore this map, and It's possibly the most played map I've done. Even on 19, like, it wasn't recorded or anything like that, but I spent so much time on this map. I think just because this map just totally represents the way I like to play. So, and the obstacles we've put in place as well, where everything's on as difficult as we can get. We have the debt, like the 500k debt that has been like a weight around our necks for, what's this, something like 63, is this the 63rd episode? And it destroys us every time we sleep. Every time it clicks onto midnight, it's just sickening to see it, but it's brilliant to play. I mean, imagine if we didn't have that debt now. I don't know how many days we've gone. I don't know if it tells you. Does it tell you days? It doesn't, does it? And it definitely won't tell you in that. It tells you years though. So we're now 6th year now. We've always played on 1 month, haven't we? So just roughly, let's do some maths that isn't on a calculator on my phone. I will do when we get on a nice long straight bit anyway. I think we start in August actually, don't we? So this might be more accurate than I'm going to give myself credit for. So, we have times 1666. So, quick maths shows that we will have paid, in fact, we have paid now 119,952 in interest. Could you imagine? Am I going slower? Could you imagine if we had 120 grand now? What we could do with 120 grand? It would be immense. And that is what we've paid out in interest. Just interest. It's literally gone nowhere. It's not paying off the loan. It's not doing anything other than keeping us afloat. And sometimes we've massively struggled to do that as well. So I mean, at what point do we start trying to pay that loan off? Because I've got like 26 grand now. Would it be worth paying 20 grand off? I mean, have your own sort of views, obviously. I don't see how paying 20 grand off $500,000 is going to help us at the minute. I'd rather put that in to more machinery, and then hopefully soon another plot of land. Although I've still got, I'm massively running out of space, aren't I? The only bit of land we've really got is just that sort of little patch behind the silo. That's all we've got left really. Now that we've put a new shed up, there's not overly much else. I do think as we progress, I think we'll probably take up some field 3, sorry, at the side of our original shed. I think we'll probably take up some of that space. And then maybe use whatever new land we buy we'll use as either arable or grass. Right, what I think we'll do, let's get a bit of a time lapse on. We'll get this finished and then we might do the rolling, but do the rolling off camera possibly. I don't know, but for now let's get a time lapse on, so enjoy the music. As you can see, we've finished with the seeding and we've done the majority of the rolling as well. It's just gone 5 o'clock, so I don't think we'll be doing anything else in this in-game day, but we'll get this rolling finished and then we'll probably go and rest. I don't mind doing the rolling, it goes over quite quickly. 10 mile an hour, is it a 6 metre roller I think we've got. Yeah, I've never minded since the start of ep63 doing the rolling. I think I really like the texture change as well, it looks good. And what we will do next, we need to put the last coat of manure down on here, but we also need to get that baling done and to get that field turned around as well. Can't remember now because the beginning of this video was it was actually recorded yesterday. I can't remember when we checked the price for maple syrup. I don't know if it was this episode or was it the one before. Basically, I'm just checking to see if we're anywhere near a decent price. I thought we were a little bit low. Yeah, we are. We're like £300 low. February. It's not good. What's the bottom price? Pretty much at the bottom price now, aren't we? And I think we might have to sell some, you know, because where are we at? 3,700. Possibly. Whether it'll fill in that sort of time, we're looking at 6 months, aren't we? So whether in them 6 months we'll get all the way up to the top and reach our limit, I'm not sure. I don't even know how long I've had it now. We've gone through a few episodes, haven't we, with this one being sort of the 5th this week. And I think a couple of weeks ago I put maybe 3 or 4 out in 1 week as well. Which one of them might have been the video where we got the placeable itself. Okay, last one. Right, let's go and put this back. First job, actually, I might go and get them stumps removed because I keep saying it and I'm not doing it. as well just leave that there. And let's go and rest. Do you know, it was only maybe 2 days ago I realised the movement in the bed, where it looked like someone was breathing up and down. Never noticed that before. Right, we're down to 23,863, which ain't great. Rain's coming. Right. So what we'll do, we'll quickly go and have a look to see if how far our bales are away from fermenting, and we'll also get some of them egg boxes moved as well. 89%. Right, that's going to need filling up soon. We're going to make a fortune of these once the price is good, which I think is November, isn't it? I'm pretty sure we looked and November was the good time. Yeah, November. So it says it's quite low at the minute. Yeah, it is. A couple of more months and then we'll get rid of all these. I mean, I can't see it being too long, where these are probably just going to stop producing, aren't they? Just because of the pallet numbers. Right, so these are all sort of 80, 89%, 90%. Right. Does that mean we shall get them done today? Did we say, I know someone replied, and I really can't remember who it was, sorry, because it was a while ago, but did that person say 1% every half an hour? Does that sound about right? So what we're looking at, maybe by early afternoon, could be done. Oh, this will need weeding as well, won't it? Right. Let's get this switched on. There we are. Well, that is quite an easy way to do it. Let's get these last few done. I bet there's going to be one underneath all that. Oh, maybe not. Oh yeah, there is. Typical. Still a bit there as well. It's gone now. Right, let's get these moved. Easy enough. Right, we'll get this ditched and we'll decide what we're going to do next. I skipped forward a bit. I knew that wasn't on. Do you know what? That is just perfect timing, isn't it? I skipped forward a bit, just because obviously I mean, we've done loads of baling with this baler, haven't we? I didn't think I'd show the whole field. I wouldn't have shown the whole field anyway, even if I'd started it. I'd only been starting and then missing the middle bit out and then coming back towards the end anyway. So that's what we've ended up doing. I haven't looked to see how many bales we've got yet. We'll have a look once we're done. But I think these, I'll get them collected up and I'll take them up to our manure factory. At this time we've still got, I'll show you shortly. Let's bring around there. We've still got straw that hasn't been converted because we've reached our capacity for it. So there, we are our just under 400,000 litre capacity. We've still got 73,000 litres of straw. But I'll just keep whacking the straw in there. We'll always keep using that. I mean, we've got, how many fields do we have? We have 5 fields. 6 fields. 6 fields, 4 arable, 2 grass. Obviously 4 of them always need 2 I can't even think what there was, applications with manure, and the 2 grass ones need 1 each, so we'll always use it. But like I think I said I think it was the beginning, like I said, the beginning of this episode was recorded yesterday. I don't see how we'll ever run out of manure now. I think we'll be alright. We've got so much there, and we have to keep our production going, we have to use crops with that produce straw. So we need oats, we need barley. If we're going to start producing flour, then we might start getting wheat. Do you know, it's just, I think that's just sorted for fertiliser now. Which in turn means we're saving loads of money on fertiliser. Because I mean, it's so expensive, isn't it? I mean, you look at our Calmston map, and although we make loads of money off the contracts, which is something we can't do on no man's land, but we make loads of money off the contracts, the amount we spend on fertiliser and herbicide is eye-watering. Right, go back around here. And we'll go and get these bales collected. Oh, I'll tell you what else I'm absolutely desperate to do as well. It'll be really close if it hasn't already run out. Yeah, we've run out of water. We won't have run out of water too long ago because we definitely still had a bit at the beginning of the day. So we'll need to go and get that sorted just so our productions can keep ticking over. I don't want them just sitting idle. That turn didn't do it. Didn't turn because I was pressing the wrong button. I was pressing L1. Right, I'll let this fill up and then we'll get up and get it emptied. It takes so long to fill this tanker. I'm sure on the previous No Man's Land that didn't take that long to fill up. It's not even like it's that big, is it? 7,300 litres. I'm trying to think if the one on Calmston takes that long. I mean, it's emptying a lot quicker, thankfully. Got the canola going again, didn't we? Yeah, we did. When's that due? November as well. So November, we're looking like we're going to make a fortune, aren't we? With this, I remember when we ran out of water last time, I did loads of runs off camera, so that's what I might do again. When we come towards the end of the day, I might just go and do that. Right, I'll go swap around, get the bale trailer on, and we'll start collecting these bales. Right, let's get these picked up. I've just looked, we've got 23. It's stopped. Right, in reverse. Should be alright. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we've got 23 straw bales, which I'm more than happy with, really. Like I said, it's not like we're going to be short. We got oats from here, didn't we? I think it's going to be barley that we put in. And I might look at getting one of our next production as well. But I want the bale off. That remains. Don't know what to do. I want the baler really, don't I? That's what I want. Even though I want to get another production line going, because that's what brings our money in. I'm desperate for a new baler. So, the last one. We'll get these took up, and then what I might do, I might fast forward time a bit. I might be doing the weeding off camera and get these bales sold, so 91%, so that they've gone up 2% so far. Because I might even get that new bale at a day if we get enough money. I don't know if we will now though. We definitely would. I'm more than certain we would have if we hadn't bought that shed. And what else did we buy? I think we had to spend money on lime, didn't we? And obviously the interest doesn't help as well. I'm not going to shred these today. Certainly not in this. I might shred these in this in-game day, but certainly not in this episode. Although I wouldn't be surprised if we do end up jumping forward a few hours, we might end up at the end of this in-game day anyway. Right, get these unloaded. And we'll not go 6 miles an hour because that's painful. Okay, look, what we're going to do is, I think I'm going to go and weed field number 2 off camera. And we're going to do bits and bobs until we get to a point when them silage bales are fermented, and then we'll start getting them sold, with a view of getting a new piece of kit towards the end of the video, I think. So, I'll not be long. Right, we're back on. Can we jump over there? No, it's going to be too far, isn't it? Nope, hang on. Right, we're back on. All of these are now 100%, which is just in time really, because as you can see it's starting to get quite a bit darker. So we're going to jump in here. What we did in the meantime is we weeded field number 2 and we've started, you can see there where the line is on field number 4. That's filling up differently than I expected. Yeah, so what we've done, we've pretty much fully turned that field around. We've got it cultivated. We've put a layer of manure on. We've limed it, and we've actually started seeding it as well. And that seed is canola. So what I decided to do, because we've got quite a bit of barley saved up, I decided to put canola in, so that hopefully we can just whack as much soybean and canola into our productions that we'll be able to sort of miss them off for maybe a cycle or so, and then concentrate on something else, whether that be getting the barley. My reasoning being that the money that we make here I want to spend on machinery. After that we'll start spending our money on maybe placeables or a new piece of land. So that was the reasoning for that. I've checked the price for silage. It's quite low. I have to thingy, don't I? I was just going to go over it, but you can't. You have to put them on it. Yeah, it's quite low. There's not a massive sort of difference, but at its height, it's around 190. I think the price we're getting here is around 160, 167, something like that. Let's have a look. Yeah, yeah. So we're getting 170 for it. So it's not too big of a difference, but it's obviously not a top whack. Well, I didn't even say what we got for that. Was it 16 summit? Did I see 16 something? 16 treble 8. That's what we got for that. And we've got another few loads. We might yet get our baler. The next episode, we'll be using it as well. If we can get it a day, we will be using it in the next episode because our grass fields are ready. They were actually ready this month, but we're not going to get them done because we've been doing other things. So it will be October, which makes no difference on not on this let's play. It doesn't anyway because we don't have seasons on. Right, let's get this spun around, and then as we've already said, the video after that, or the month after that in November, we're going to be making a hell of a lot of money from our eggs, from our maple syrup, from what else? There was something else as well, wasn't there? Eggs, maple syrup, oh, oil, canola oil. And I'm not sure about furniture as well. I don't know when that's due to top. I'll have a look as soon as we get on the straight here. I'll go on and have a look, because as I've been passing, it looks like we are producing furniture quicker now as well. Now we've got sort of two strands going. Furniture. I just passed it. No, there it is. So furniture topped in July. So it's quite low. Oh, it's going low as well. So we what, 200 behind. Do you know what? It might be worth running that over. In fact, it definitely will be worth that. We'll do that because it's going to plummet. It's going to plummet even further by another couple of hundred. So I'd rather just sell what we've got there. It's either 2 or 3 boxes full. Ah, that's what I was talking about. I hated when it does that. I think I mentioned that in the last video, didn't I? Just the way it pushes. Right. Let's get that sold. $16. Why did that go down? We had a green arrow, didn't we? So I don't know why we got less that time. We got like 100 and what was that? £136 less. 2 boxes of furniture. Get this sold. So we're going to get 2,000 for each box. Which I do not mind at all. I do mind when you fly up in the air like that. That's stuck. Oh my god. Right, let's get that out. We'll get back down and we'll get another load. Next load retrieved. There is, I don't know, maybe about 10 bales left, something like that. Which we will go back and get, obviously, and sell. The issue, for those that haven't had it before, when you get them, when you get the pallets sort of sink into the ground like that, it's happened literally since the beginning of the game. It was happening. I never really had it as much, but even on Elm Creek, that was happening. But like I said, I didn't really experience it that much, but I knew it was going on because I seen it on social media. All you need to do generally is just drive at it really quickly in whatever vehicle you've got, and smash into it, and normally they'll come straight out the ground, which they did at this furniture one, what we're going to sell shortly. That's exactly what I did with that. Smashed into it once and it just released. What do we got? 16, 766. So there, you can see it's out and we can pick it up again. I'm not going to run this time. Get that sold and we'll go down and get our remaining bales. 77 grand, yeah. So for the bale that I had my eye on, we are going to have enough money. But what I want to do is I want to have a look through them first, because I want to see what the differences are between sticking with round bales and moving to square bales. I know the square bales are normally quite pricey, aren't they? There was a fantastic one in FS19 that I used quite a bit. I can't remember if I used it on one of the Let's Plays, but I imagine I'll have used it on Jack Pine because of how, in fact, I'm pretty certain I used it. It was a John Deere square baler, and it was only 12 grand. It was absolutely immense. I think it was pretty sort of high power-wise initially, but it was so cheap. When you think just how much balers cost, especially square balers. Let's get these picked up. How many we got? I was close. I said about 10. It's going to be 11. There we go. I'll have to make sure I finish that seeding off as well before the end of the day, even if I have to do it in the dark, just because I'll end up getting different different growth stages, won't I? And that will be mega annoying. What are we thinking of this? So it's not quite halfway. So 7 grand maybe. 7 grand for these 11. I really do need to cut these corners. Used to do this before, didn't it? I wasn't far off. 6591. That leaves us with 84 grand. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to have a look at the balers. I'll come back. I think I know which way I want to go. I'm pretty certain I know which way I want to go, but it's so much money to spend. You can see we're at 84.5 grand. We're pretty much there to buy a new piece of land if we want. Is a new piece of land 80 or 85? I can never remember. Let's have a look. How much is that? 85, yeah. So with no, I mean, we could sell a couple of straw bales. We've got loads of pallets to sell actually, and we would be at 85 grand, and we could buy a new piece of land. You'll see, I've already brought our baler up. That's going to go the journey as well. So we'll get that left there. It's around here somewhere. There it is. Repair that. We'll repaint it. And we'll sell it for 15.7. How much did we lose on there? Bale wrappers, where you're at. So we lost like 6,300, didn't we? I mean, I say we lost. We made an absolute ton using it, but depreciation's quite a bit, isn't it? Without the seasons mod. Well, the seasons mod that we knew from FS19, that is. Right, let's get this baler in. And if there was any justice in the world, they would give us some more money, considering it's got more than half a bale in it as well. However, I don't think that'll be the case. Right, so repair that, repaint it for 6 grand. Are we really going to get that money back? Yes, we are. 20,900. So we've lost 9 grand on this one, because I know it's 30. So we have 111 grand to play with, and I think the baler we want, I debated on that one. The one that we're going to go for, it's one of these, and I can afford both. A fast baler that also wraps, or this square baler. Everything points towards this square baler though. Less power, it's cheaper. I think it's going to have to be that one. How fast does that one go? 10 mile an hour. This one's 10 mile an hour as well. I mean, the bales are still only small, but I can live with that. I'm going for it. 78,500. Let's go and have a look at our new piece of kit. I mean, it's not small, is it? It's not small at all. I'm not sure whether I'll have to stop or whether I'll have to wait for it. or if it'll just sort of spit out and then start doing a new one again. I'm not sure. But we'll find out in the next episode, because the next episode we'll be using it to do grass work. But we're going to leave it there. We've done, I don't know how long this video is going to be, because I've recorded it over 2 days. We've got through like a day and a half worth of in-game. I know we fast forwarded it a little bit, but I seem to have got through an absolute ton of work. And like I said, whether that's going to be reflective in how long the video is or not, we shall have to see. But thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.